Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. My name is Janae Hancock. Today I'm wearing red for Red Friday, but also because we are kicking off Hispanic Heritage Month, as a lot of you all probably already know. So with that being said, I do want to turn things over to this man here you see here on your screen. This is Jackson County Legislator Manny Abarca. I want to thank you so much, Manny, for joining me here at the live desk. And this is our first time meeting, so thanks for taking the time to talk to me today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So I just want to jump straight into it. Like I mentioned, it is Hispanic Heritage Month officially today, September 15th. What does this month mean to you?
Well, it's a time to celebrate the many cultures that are represented within the Hispanic Heritage Month. We actually have half of 2 months, and so we're kicking off our celebrations today. And of course, we'll have the fiesta this weekend and several more celebrations throughout this time frame, and look forward to celebrating.
And so, like you mentioned, there are a lot of different events going on. If you can kind of just list a few that people can expect this upcoming weekend besides the one that you mentioned.
Yeah, so Fiesta Hispana is celebrating its 42 years, 40 of which were at Barney Alice. We have a Colombian Association event, I believe, next weekend. There's a Venezuelan event that's coming up in the coming weeks. We're going to do some celebrations at the county to recognize some of our legends within our communities at a multi-ray effort. We're going to acknowledge small businesses because there are so many different ways that our cultures contribute to our society and community. We want to make sure and celebrate that at Jackson County as well.
And so as you list those events and we take a look at this file video that we have here at KCTV5, if you can just let us know, what do you hope that people take away from not only these events, but as we kick off this Heritage Month, what do you hope that they take away in the next coming days and as we go into the end of the year?
Yeah, it's important to remember that this is not just a Mexican holiday. Although I'm fourth generation Mexican American, it doesn't mean that we're only Mexican. There are so many different cultures and communities that we're going to celebrate this year that we want to make sure and acknowledge and learn from as well. And so I would encourage you all to go out there, get a great time at the fiestas and do some of the educational events that are happening around. I know UMKC, the Nelson Atkins Museum, to make sure that you're learning about the cultural opportunities that we're going to be celebrating this coming month.
Love it. And so what do you think is the most important issue that the Hispanic community actually faces in today?
Undoubtedly, it has to do with immigration, right? Making sure that the generations that are here and that are to come are acknowledged for more than just the menial contributions sometimes that people make it out to be. Our culture, I am fourth generation myself. My wife is first generation. We share rich historical elements as well as our current trends and customs. And so making sure that we acknowledge both the ancestral component, but also the here and now is critical for us.
And I do want to kind of take a look at your social media. We're not actually able to physically turn there right now, but I know that you tweeted on the X platform, formerly known as Twitter, that a resolution was passed. Tell us a little bit more about that. Some history was made.
Yeah, so for the first time, we believe, at least in the state's history, St. Louis has initiated an effort to find a way to bring unity within Hispanic Heritage Month. It's well over 20, I think, different countries that are acknowledged within the Hispanic Heritage Month, and trying to find a way to bring those different cultures together to acknowledge them. St. Louis found a great opportunity through their arts program and created a unity flag. And so for the first time ever, the county is going to be flying the Hispanic Heritage Month unity flag on its buildings.
And to have that flag, what does it mean to you? Speak a little bit more about that significance.
Yeah, so the flag itself, and I was part of some of the selection committees to create this flag. It really speaks to the indigenous roots, making notes and nods to mountains and the pyramids and the land and water and the conservation that it takes for our indigenous roots and of all the different nations. And also bringing together the stars and emblematic symbols that are important to all of our different communities. And so the colors, the flag indicate the many different colors that are represented throughout many flags. And so it was really an effort to bring everything together in some kind of unified way. And that's what we came up with this flag.
Definitely something to look out for. Now, really fast, before I let you go, if you had one word to describe Hispanic Heritage Month, what would it be?
Deep.
I love it. All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. I know you have a busy day ahead of you, a busy next couple of days, as this holiday will be going on up until October 15th. Again, today we are kicking off National Hispanic Heritage Month, recognizing the contributions and influence of Hispanic Americans to the history, culture, and achievements for the U.S. that we live in today. Be sure to tune in to our later newscast for a full list of all of the events you can not only attend this weekend, but in the coming days. Thank you so much for joining me here at the live desk. As always, I am Janae Hancock.